Hello, lovelies. Hello. Welcome to a brand new week and welcome to this week's Goddess Energy Forecast. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. What is your intention for this week? What would you like to receive from this week? What would you like to give from your heart to the world this week? We start this week off immediately with the full moon in Taurus with a lunar eclipse spin to it. So we know this full moon is going to be very powerful. And the fact that it is in Taurus, which is an earth sign, is grounded, but it's also bringing us to our bodies, our lives, is going to influence our money, finances. That's all. Oh, beauty. That's all part of Taurus energy. When Taurus comes in, she pulls in Venus with her because Venus is the planet for Taurus. So now we're going to be working with that Venusian energy, bringing us to the divine feminine and doing any kind of healing and releasing there since it's the full moon. So with that, the question that came through for this week is, what gateway am I walking through with this full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus this week? I've received some messages since last week of people saying how intense the energy has been feeling, and this is both good and also challenging, right? What is the gateway that you are walking through? What is that threshold that you are walking through, that you are being invited to walk through? Because again, you have the choice. You can choose not to do the work. You can choose not to walk through. That's up to you. I rather do the work and move on, right? But it's still our choice. What gateway are you walking through? If you're listening to me, if you've been listening to the energy forecast, I know you're my people. I know you're doing the work. And I know you know that you're walking through a portal right now, your own personal gateway. And we also have that global gateway that we're all walking through. So with that said, let's just dive right into it. This week's energy forecast, the energy of it is just like, let's get to it. So place your hand on your heart. Begin to breathe into your body. Since we're working with that Venus Taurus energy, there's nowhere else to be but your body. So breathe into your heart, breathe into your body, and call to you, all pieces of you that you have given out or lost, whether consciously or unconsciously. Call it all back to you from all places, from people, from experiences, from other dimensions, other realities. Call it all back to you now. Go ahead and call in your higher self within your heart. And from your heart, begin to receive the pillar from the heart of source, coming down from above into your heart. Let it anchor within your heart and continue downward into the earth, where it also anchors and begins to expand all around you. Just fill in every space within you, every part of your being. And now connect to that light pillar coming up from the heart of the Divine Mother. Let it come all the way up. Let it anchor into your heart. Continue all the way up. Anchor into source. And then from there, again, it expands and radiates throughout every cell within your being. Bringing through the nurturing, the healing, the love, the support. Now bring your awareness into your heart. And begin to see, sense, feel all three energies within your heart coming together as one. And when they do, they expand out, creating a platinum crystalline bubble of light all around you. Breathe in and out. And place your hand on your heart at this time. And just breathe into the spaciousness, this place of connected to heaven and earth and your own divinity through your higher self. And call in your own divine team, your guides, your guardians, who are here for your highest good and highest good of all, to surround you in a golden circle of light. Receive their love, receive their support. And from there, go ahead and ask the question, which gateway am I walking through this week? Which gateway am I walking through this week? 1, 2, or 3. And once you have received your number or numbers, taking a deep breath in, get anchored into your physical presence right here, right now in your body. And when you're ready, open your eyes to receive. Yeah, this week is powerful. I mean, I feel like every week is powerful, but the energies are all different, right? So let's go ahead and start with 1, shall we? So if you received 1, I feel like we've received this card before, but I'm not sure. Okay, let me find it first. There we go. Okay, so if you received 1, the gateway that you are walking through is the Temple of Truth. And again, with these cards, which I'm using the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. So each of those cards have they're activating. So make sure you look at the image to receive the activation from the card. Temple of Truth. And this card has to do with throat chakra, authenticity, and self-expression. It's all about the throat with this one. Temple of Truth. I have a feeling it's about speaking your truth. Let's see what this gateway is about for you. The throat chakra is found between our collarbones and is the energetic center that governs everything that we do with truth, everything to do with truth, communication, and self-expression. Whenever we have to speak up, raise our voice, or even just get our emotions out, it is activated. We'll often feel when this space is clogged up energetically or when it needs to open, because we'll feel a lump in our throat or even our heart. This card transports us to the Temple of Truth, the inner energetic gateway that supports our truest form of expression. I'm going to show you again so you can see that gateway. The image, there you go. The image shows that this is a bright, airy, open space with flowing waters. This represents the emotions that run through us. Emotions are powerful messengers, and if we don't attend to what needs to come out or through us, they build up, and before we know it, we're overwhelmed by them. Place your fingertips on either side of your collarbone. So right here.
This meeting is being recorded.
So place your fingertips on either side of your collarbone and breathe towards your throat center. Visualize a doorway opening or a portal forming, allowing the energy within to flow freely. So again, if you need to spend more time here activating this portal, go ahead and pause the video right now. Continue until you feel like it's done and then press play again. All right, so now here's the message from this card. When you are brought to this space, you are being reminded of the importance of your identity and your self-expression in this lifetime. Acknowledging who you are, who you have been, and who you are becoming is so important for the unfoldment of your path. There's an old story that the truth hurts. This gateway reminds you that, in fact, the truth heals. Your truth is your truth, and it's important for you to honor it with every facet of your being. This isn't the first incarnation in which you have felt the importance of honesty and authenticity, but it may be the first in which you have had full freedom of expression. This gateway coming to you today is a message that there is something buried deep inside you that you haven't expressed, and this is causing energetic blockages on your ever unfolding path. It is a time to love yourself enough to honor the feelings that are rising up in you, for they are divine guidance that will bring you into greater alignment. So if you received one this whole week, with the full moon, lunar eclipse in Taurus, you're really working on speaking your truth. But it is about accessing that part of you that you've hidden when it comes to your self-expression. There's something within you that needs to come out to be expressed. Perhaps it might be an emotion, or maybe something that you need to speak up. Only you know that. But really, I feel like the full moon and the lunar eclipse energy is going to help you unlock that and bring it up to the surface. So when you notice that, simply embrace it and just flow with it and see where it takes you. Beautiful. All right, so let's go to card number 2. If you received card number 2, oh God, that is the next one. There we go. Your gateway this week is the Akashic Stargate. So you're going to be remembering and receiving. This week is going to be incredible. So this card has to do with aligned purpose, or you aligning with your purpose. Ooh, I love this card. Crossroads and no wrong path. I love this. No wrong path, because that is the truth, right? So a little bit about this card. A stargate is a portal that can take us through space and time to a whole other universe. It's based on the concept of the Eisen-Rosen bridge, or what is also known as a wormhole, where a speculative structure linking different points of space-time is created. In spirituality, a stargate is less about traveling on the physical three-dimensional level and more about making progress on the spiritual. A feature of many spiritual traditions is the idea that all of us have a stargate in our heart that connects us with the central lattice of consciousness, the divine matrix. The Buddha acknowledged we were the universe, while Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within you. The Akashic Stargate transports us to a space where we are given the opportunity to make a decision to accelerate the realization of our life purpose. This is yummy. Okay, here's the connection piece. So visualize yourself at a crossroad. You can see, sense, or feel, or just know that you are at a crossroad. And then tune into the direction that feels the most joyful, light, and loving. So this will be a great opportunity if you have a decision that you need to make, or if you're wondering which way to go in terms of what to do with your business or what to do with someone. This will be a great exercise to use. So imagine yourself in between the decisions. And then tune into the direction that feels good, that feels joyful, light, loving. And now imagine yourself walking that road and see all that it brings you. Taking a deep breath in here. Again, if you want to dive into this process, pause the video, let it take you as long and as far as it will take you, and then when you're ready, press play again. And about the card, and this is the message from the card. Whenever the Akashic Stargate is presented to you, it's because you are at a critical point on your journey. You have the opportunity to move in a particular direction, and you have to make a decision. This can feel overwhelming, and you may be waiting for someone or something to make the decision for you. But you aren't here to walk a path that was set for you. You're here to walk a path that you have chosen. The next phase of your journey cannot unfold until you decide which way to go. Good. I love this card. Know that whatever direction you take and whatever decision you make, you will always be on the right path. This is very important. You will always be on the right path. No matter how you get there, you will always end up in a similar space. Also know that purpose isn't about doing your duty. It's about living life and experiencing joy. Oh, I feel like this just shattered, just shattered some programmings and way of thinking. I'm just going to read that again. Also know that purpose isn't about doing your duty. It's about living life and experiencing joy. Let's just take that in. This card is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. If you receive 2, enjoy. Enjoy this journey. All right, so now number 3. If you received 3, there we go. All right. If you receive 3, this is the card that came through to me, but I'm choosing all 3 because they're just so delicious together. But this is the number that I received, number 3. Here's your card if you receive 3. Look at how bright it is. Crown chakra upgrade. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I receive. This card is about divine connection, holy experiences, and miraculous energy. Yes, please. So about the card, the crown chakra is the energy center found at the top of the head, often symbolized by 1,000-petaled roses. It governs our connection to wisdom, both internal and that of source. Opening the crown chakra represents connecting deeply with the heart of source and drawing down inspiration and insight. This card transports us to a sacred hall with pillars representing the divine connections to source, and a gateway that is guarded by a white dove. I'm going to show you again so you can kind of see. Symbolizing the Holy Spirit. It may seem as though this is another realm or dimension. Ultimately, it is found within. We are all facets of the Holy Spirit incarnate. This card calls us home to ourselves, encouraging us to claim our divinity. Encouraging us to claim our divinity. So the second card is about claiming your voice. The third card is about claiming our divinity. Oh yeah, that was the first card, the voice. And then the second card was about just choosing and knowing that whatever you choose is right. It will always lead you to where you need to be. There's no such thing as right or wrong. You just need to choose, right? I love this. Okay, so here's the connection piece. Visualize the crown of your head opening up and bursting with infinite clear and rainbow light. Send a signal to your crown up into your heart, into the heart of heaven. Send it all the way up to the heavens. And visualize streams of consciousness pouring into you. Receive, receive, receive. And listen deeply. So again, if you would like to stretch this out, just pause it and receive. And then when you're ready, listen deeply. All right. So a little bit about this beautiful card. Actually, the message that comes with this card. Your crown chakra has been upgraded. The spiritual connections you have always had are now being acknowledged. The parts of yourself that you have run from or ignored are being reclaimed. This is an important time for you. This is an important time for you. For you are uncovering gifts and wisdoms and moving through healing. You may have experienced moments that have tested your faith and your belief in divine. Know that it's okay and no grievances are being held against you. The Holy Spirit is with you and within you. This is a coming home to your truest self. You are also being encouraged to prepare yourself for miracles. Expect to experience wonder and blessings. For you are being surrounded by healing light. Divine encounters and holy experiences are happening around you. If you have had a challenge in relationship with spirituality or religion in the past, This has now been healed, and you can move forward in an authentic way, experiencing the divine on a personal level and beyond the limitations of unnecessary dogma. You are connected. You are connected. I love this part here. Let's see here. You are being encouraged to prepare yourself for miracles. Expect to experience wonder and blessings. For you are being surrounded by healing light. I love this. So if you receive this card, the third card, do that exercise where you open your crown and send your channel to the heart of source, and then receive that divine consciousness, all the different colors coming through to expand through you. It's kind of like the same exercise that I've been walking you guys through, right? Where you're connecting to above and below and bringing it into your heart. Do the same thing, but this time, connect to the crown. It's very interesting that I received this card, because at this time I'm like focused on my root chakra, but at the same time it's like I'm connecting to my higher energy centers and bringing it down and connecting to my root, and I also allowing my earth star chakra to also come in to support my root chakra. So it's really interesting to see what is coming through. The other part that is really synchronistic with this card, me receiving this card, is I started doing this exercise and it started this month, where each day I'll write down the miracles that I experienced in the day. What miracles did I experience in the day? So if you receive this card, this will be a great thing to do. It's like, it's allowing you to open up to miracles and also observe the little miracles that happen in your life every day. So I just take some time and I just journal it down, the miracles that I experienced, in the day. And yeah, it's just really cool that this card also does that, because that's my way of also opening up to receiving more miracles. So I would love to hear which of these beautiful gateway cards that that came to you, that you received, that you resonated with the most. And like I was telling you before, like even though I received card number 3, I am choosing all 3 cards because for me they just all felt really good in my body. So I'm going to trust that. And they all flow together so beautifully, right? So if you find yourself doing that, alone, there's always a purpose, right? There's also always a reason why we're drawn to certain things, and you got to trust that. So it's going to be a great week because all the cards feel really good. Even if we're doing work as in like opening our throat, speaking our truth, remembering or reclaiming all of who we are, right? Our purpose, redefining what purpose is, stepping more into our purpose, and also, opening to more miracles, and really, it's like creating a different relationship with the divine, right? Whichever that is. It just is so delicious this week. And this full moon, lunar eclipse in Taurus is just, it goes perfectly. So it really allows us to release anything that might step in the way of us receiving these blessings, right? So it's perfect. It's perfect. So I'd love to hear from you. You can send me an email. If you're on social media, you can send me a message. Or if you are in my Moon Goddess Sacred Sanctum free group on Facebook, just pop in there and share your experience with us. I would love to hear from you. I always love receiving messages from people like, hey, especially the synchronicities and the ones that, how it shows up in the week for them. Like, it's just so delicious. So please, you're not imposing. I love to hear from you. Share your experience with me. Before I end this forecast, just a couple of announcements. So my new mastermind, Elevated Empath, is incredible. It's still going on. You can join. You can still join. It is a monthly ongoing membership at a very low price. It is $47 per month. Very soon it's going to move back up to $97 a month. So take advantage of it. If you are an energy worker, healer, empath, anyone who works with energy, and you are ready to learn how to manage your energy and also how to co-create and dance with the energies that are around you, this will be for you. We are having so much fun. Today's call, we had a call today, and we basically set up a whole thing about the home, right? A protection for the home. Before that, it was about connecting to our own divine protection around us, what that means, and creating that and stepping into that. And today was about the home, creating our own sacred home. Because when we go outside and we do the work, there's so much that's out there. When we come home, we want to come home to somewhere that we can feel safe and secure to just be and unleash and let our heart be, right? So it was very, very powerful what came through. And of course, all the crystal allies came through to support them. So if this is you, find the link below, come join us, okay? And then lastly, my 2 books, Oracle and the Book of Activations, I'm still looking for contributors for. I'm so excited for these 2 books. It's going to be so powerful that the people that are being called into these 2 books, I know they're also, it's almost like they're going through their own upgrades here, because they're bringing through channeled messages as well as activations to help empower humanity. It is my goal to get this published by next year in February. And so I'm looking for contributors so that I can get that launch process going and we can get it ready by February to be birthed into the world. So if this is you, or someone who channels and brings through powerful messages or activates, whether it's an activator of wealth, of confidence, of the divine feminine, if you're that person, or anyone who works in that field, I would love to have you in this book. So click the link below and go ahead and apply. I would love to have you share your activations and channeled work in this book. And also, part of being in these multi-author books is that you're part of an amazing networking community. You're doing this journey with others. And after that, the people who are in my book, Miraculous, they're still supporting each other. They're still rooting for each other. They're still connected. It's such a beautiful way to build authentic relationships, right? Because you're being seen for who you really are. You're being heard in a sacred space. So that's always a huge bonus that surprise most of the people that step in. Is like what you receive through that process is gold, right? So if you're ready for community, if you're ready to amplify your message and be seen by more people, this is for you too. So thank you so much again for receiving this week's Goddess Energy Forecast. Please share this with anyone who might benefit from it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and always feel free to send me a message. I would love to hear from you. From my heart to yours. Until next time. Bye.